Hey, say, big boss dog can't poke through the dope. Hit the talk to the box and fucking my solidical. I'm two times don't last. Good people do it off yourself. Call them if I like maybe man, a peak game metaphors of what's one. We clutched up, you know, we're talking about that boxing. According to boxing scene, Pitbull Cruz is saying he not rematching Lamont Roach. He's saying, you know, I feel like I won the fight. And I want the big fights. I want to fight the elite champions. I want to fight Tank. I want to fight Ryan Garcia. You know, Super Matias. I want fights where guys not going to run. They're going to put on a show. You know. And he was just like, yeah, I'm the new face of Mexican boxing. And, you know, I want to continue to keep that mantle high and fight the big fights. Here's how I feel about that. When Tank didn't rematch Lamont Roach, ridicule. Pitbull Cruz don't rematch Lamont Roach, no videos from nobody. Right? And Pitbull Cruz said after the fight, I will rematch Lamont Roach. I'm not Javante Tank Davis. Those are the words that came out of his mouth. He said that. Right? So now he has a change of tune. Now he's talking about, I don't want to rematch Lamont Roach. We don't want to wait on him. Now, I understand it. Like, I get it. But at the end of the day, it's still duck talk, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you. It's still duck talk. Because you told the man to his face that you was going to rematch him. Right? And shout out to somebody on my channel in the comment section. I forgot his name. So, my bad if I forgot your name. But he sat there and said in the comment section that Isak not eat rematch Lamont Roach. He said that. You know? So, shout out to you for saying that, man. Real talk. But, like I said before, man, this duck talk to me. Right? I understand it though, like I understand it, like the bigger fights, which there are. You know, Super Matias is a bigger fight. You got Mexico versus Puerto Rico right there. That's a bigger fight. It's gonna be action packed. Ryan Garcia gonna talk. He gonna sell a fight. That's max pack. And you know, Tank. If you get a fight with Tank, you already know what that's gonna do. So it's like he want those big payday fights, right? You know, Lamont Roach is a good fighter, but he's not a big name in boxing. You know what I mean? And that's just real talk. He's a good fighter, but he's not a big name in boxing. He's not going to generate the money that Pitbull Cruz wants. Right? So, for me personally, I mean, although they fought to a draw, I feel like Pitbull Cruz edged it out. You know what I mean? I'm cool with the draw. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, robbery. I'm cool with the draw. But I feel like Pitbull Cruz won. Right? But then you got a lot of people saying Lamont Roach won. So that's why I'm cool with the draw, because it's a lot of people that are feeling different ways about the outcome of the fight, right? So a draw is acceptable to me. You know what I mean? I'm not going to care. But I feel like Pitbull Cruz won the fight. I think a lot of people got caught up in, you know, the later half of the fight, and when Lamont Roach kind of had kind of took over the fight a little bit, and they forgot about the first half of the fight when Pitbull Cruz was beating Lamont Roach. So I think that, you know, to keep it 1,000, man, it's just like, you know, you analyze it, put a bow on it, come down on the floor with it. We can't be prisoners of the moment. You know? We can't be. Can't be prisoners of the moment. We have to sit here and basically look at the entirety of the fight and then go from there. Right? And I think that Pitbull Cruz won the fight. But it's definitely duck talk when you sit there and you say that you told a man to his face that you was going to rematch him, and then you don't rematch him. Right? Because, you know, Lamont Roach is going to be out for a while. You know what I mean? Now, would I want to see the rematch? Yeah. I thought the fight was exciting. You know, you got some people, I think Super Matias or somebody was talking about they went to sleep. I'm like, the fight wasn't boring. you know, the fight was a good fight. You know, it was a good scrap. These two dudes, these two warriors went back and forth. It was tooth and nail. It was exciting. You know, there was a knockdown, and you know, it was a good scrap. I ain't had no problem with the fight. Like, I want to see it again. If they fought again, I would want to see it again. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? I think that Pitbull Cruz felt like he won the fight. Probably went back and watched it and was like, I won that fight. You know, which a lot of fighters do. They go back and watch the fight and they're like, nah, I won that fight. You know? Now, some people talk about Lamont Roach won the fight hands down. There's a landslide. You smoking crack. That fight was a close competitive fight. It could have went either way. All right? But I just felt like Isak edged it out. That's just my opinion. I feel like Isak won the later rounds, the championship rounds. Lamont Roach, from like round 6 and up, right? I say in round 5 and up. Like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you can get that to Lamont Roach. But 11 and 12, you gotta look at Pitbull Cruz for that. You know what I'm saying? That's just real talk. So, but it just goes to show you the hatred of Gervonta Davis, because Gervonta Davis didn't rematch Lamont Roach for a bigger opportunity to fight Jake Paul. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't agree with it. I understand it, because man, when somebody offer you that amount of money, you're gonna take that money, right? I understand it. I get it. You know what I mean? But we wanted him to fight Lamont Roach as a fight fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll be capping. I told you, I understand it. I get it. I went too much bashing Tank for it. I did make videos talking about Tank, like, hey bro, you have to rematch Lamont Roach. Especially the dude talking, you gotta rematch Lamont Roach. But I understand the move. I get it. It's a business move, right? So I get it. It's business. Sometimes you gotta make business moves in boxing, right? But all I'm saying at the end of the day, to keep it 1,000, keep it chill, I'm coming down working with Will, is we gotta keep that same energy, right? Y'all want to ridicule Tank for not fighting Lamont Roach, but then don't say nothing when Pitbull Cruz don't rematch Lamont Roach, right? So we shall see. Ryan Garcia right now is getting ready for Mario Barrios. He's supposed to fight in February. So it'll be, if Isak wants a Ryan Garcia fight, it'll have to be after February. Tank is available, but according to him, he has a knee injury. So, you know, we don't know when he'll be back. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if Isak want a Ryan fight, it's gonna be well after March. It'll probably be like May, somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? If Isak try to get a Ryan fight, Super Matias, I think, is fighting soon. So, you know, or he fought already, I forgot. But I think with that matchup, I don't think that's a big fight. I think it's an action-packed fight. I'll agree. I don't think it's a big fight where you like, man, they gonna sell out. I don't think it's that. I think it's one of those fights where it's gonna be action-packed. You feel me? So we shall see how this thing goes, though. Pitbull Cruz ducking that rig. That's how I look at it, right? But I understand it. And let me know what y'all think. Let's go.